Hey, what's up, guys? It's Luke, and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm always talking about how I did at FNM Friday Night Magic, and again, that's what I'm doing here today. Not the best results today. I only went 1 and 2 in my matches. I thought the first round was really good, and I thought I actually had a really good deck. So I probably just suck, but I had a good deck. But poison got me in this particular tournament, and so that was a little bit sad for me to get poisoned out. I think I got poisoned out like at least in 2 out of the 3 rounds. The one round that I actually won, I didn't get poisoned out. So maybe my deck was weak against the old poison strategy. I was Azorius Artifacts, so blue-white Artifacts is what I was in, and I had the Signpost uncommon for it, and a number of really nice cards, but for example, in my first game in the first round, I faced a ton of removal, and it just wiped me out. 5 removal spells, no board, and then they just chipped in and killed me. That was sad, and that was the first round. And then the second round, it wasn't happening. And we played a really slow game and I ended up losing. And then the third round, I won pretty handily, I thought. The opponent had a pretty good combo going with a Skitterfang and Churning Reservoir and the Duelist guy that can be indestructible. Man, having those 3 and just keeping proliferating them, that is a nightmare. But thankfully I was able to beat that combo twice in the final round. Otherwise I'm 0-3 and be very sad about that. But let's take a look at the deck. Got a couple packs to open as prize support. Also got a Wood Elves foil as prize support as well. That's pretty cool. But let's turn the camera around and check out the deck. Okay, well, here is the deck, and I'm going to start off by showing you maybe my pack 1 pick 1, and you really shouldn't pick multicolored apparently for pack 1 pick 1, but I went for it because I felt like if I didn't take this, I know people would have, and so this just set me into Azorius straight away. It's the Cephalopod Sentry. It's an X5. I got 2 of them, luckily, and that was really great. These are really hard to get by. And so, and they can be very powerful if you have a lot of artifacts. So I went really heavy artifacts here. We got the Hex Gold Hover Wings, again, another artifact, and it's flying. I did get one Bring the Ending in the deck, just sometimes it's great to have just a counter spell in the deck to hinder something. And it did, every time I used it, it was successful, and it worked. It was really cool. Now, the other thing that I have is the Eye of Malachor. Sorry, as I was saying, I had an Eye of Malachor. A couple of these, actually. Nice card, especially if you can be aggressive. If you can be aggressive with this, it's great. If you're trying to be defensive with it, it sucks and it's terrible. Escaped Experiment is alright. It's a 2-drop artifact. Mesmerizing Dose. These were my removal cards. It's okay. I don't like that it's 2 blue and a white. I feel like its asking cost is a bit high, and in those games where you kind of get mana screwed a little bit, I'm talking in a couple of my games I was stuck on 3 and 4 mana for a little bit, and that happens. The shuffle doesn't go so great and your mana's all in one place at the bottom or something. These can be hard to pull off, and that's what I don't like about the blue ones so much. Plated Onslaught is a bit expensive, but I liked it because it could be just 2 white, and you can go after artifacts that way, or not your artifacts, and go after the opponent that way, and you can use the artifacts to help cast it. Resistance Reunited, just a trick here. The Fair Basilica, Orthodoxy Enforcer. I put one of these in because it would typically be a 4/4 in this particular deck. We got the Bardiche, another equipment. This one's pretty expensive, 5 mana to get this down, but it's okay. Mandible Justiciar. I wish I had more of these. This would have been great to have more of, because I think the lifelink would have made a pretty big difference in the games I played. Here's another Dose. Malcator's Watcher, a nice little 2 drop 1/1. It kind of replaces itself when it dies. Thorming Bird, this I wish was an artifact. It wasn't. I just didn't have a ton of things, but this could carry weaponry or things on it, so I decided to throw it in the deck. We have a Surgical Bay. Meldweb Strider is another one. Yeah, so we have the Meldweb Strider. It is a 5/5 vehicle, and typically I don't like this, but I do like that. At least if you have an oil counter on it, it can be a 5/5 artifact creature, which can make a pretty big difference and be a nice blocker. We also have the Incisor Glider. This is fun. It's cool that it's an artifact. It really shines if you have Corrupted, and it's really, I guess, just pretty mediocre if you don't get the Corrupted side of it down. Here's my other Eye of Malcator, and here are the cards that really put me into this color. Unctus, Grand Metatech. Actually, this was in Pack 1, Pick 1, not the Cephalophod thing. This is really great because artifact creatures get +1/+1. I mean, that's a big deal in this deck. And then blue creatures have, when this creature becomes tapped, you could draw a card and then discard a card. So I thought this was a really great, indicator to go into blue with a Chrome Prowler. We also had the Sword of Forge and Frontier, and if I go against green, which is pretty prevalent in this set, or red, this is a great card for that type of thing, and I felt it did okay. I also had a Norn's Wellspring, used it not too much, a little bit, 2-drop artifact, and then Blue Sun's Twilight. Wow, see, this is a great card, but I don't know, just together, it didn't come through as great for me as I really wanted it to. So that's the deck. Like I said, I feel like I had some really good cards to support blue-white. Like, look, like this is, like, we got the artifact payoff stuff. We got a great artifact sword. Blue Sun's Twilight's just a bomb. Even Norn's Wellspring, I think it's okay because it synergizes. But there were some things I wish I had. Like, I wish I had the guy that made an artifact a 4/4. That would have been really cool. So, yeah, those were the 4 cards I thought were the best of the deck. But again, it only went 1 and 3. So let's go ahead and check out what we got in our packs. I just told the house to give me a couple random packs. One was Infinity, one was Midnight Hunt. We'll see if anything good comes out of these 2 things right now. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with Infinity. There's not much really you're going to find in this product, I feel. The best I'm looking for would be a dual land, a shock land. If I can get one of those, I'd be really happy. Likelihood is pretty low, though. So, Sanguine, Slipper, Wolf in Blank's Clothing, Beeble, Malfunction, Ride Glide, Plot Armor, Cannonball, Vegisaur, Animate Objects, Squirrel Squatters, and the rare is an Acorn Rare, Ignacio of Myra's Marvels. And then we have, at least we got one of these. This is the space version of the mountain. That's good. Dart Throw, Squirrel Stack. That's cool if you can do it. It is a Acorn, though. Squirrel Stack is really cool. Attraction if you get it to work, and if people let you use it. And Clown Robot, which is kind of fun. But again, nothing great. It's Infinity, and it's going to be pretty hard to get anything you're going to really want. So we got Midnight Hunt. There is some cool cards in Midnight Hunt. We got, oh, this is cool. This is a Lear art card. That's nice. Swamp. And then we go to Reckless Stormseeker. So Reckless Stormseeker was a decent card in Standard for a little bit. Daybound and Nightbound card. But other than that, nothing too great. There's the deck. Can't wait for next Friday. Hopefully we'll do a little better. And I will see you next time.